né? A parte 1 eu gravei sexta-feira. Eu acho que a parte 2 eu tô gravando domingo, tá tendo jogo de verdade da NFL agora. Nesse momento, vamos lá, eu também adicionei uma coisa que é total de pontos, né? O total de pontos da semana. E depois eu vou comparar qual foi a rodada que mais teve pontos. E o time que mais pontuou e o que menor pontuou, né? Inclusive, eu não adicionei o time que mais pontuou e o que menos pontuou. Vamos lá, já tá acabando o segundo quarto, vai precisar de um Hail Mary. Adiantou de nada. Eita! Recepção! Touchdown, Carolina Panthers! Meu Deus, pipocou na defesa do Cincinnati Bengals e deu touchdown. Vamos pro extra point, converte o extra point, pelo amor de Deus. O que é isso, cara? Achando que não ia dar em nada a jogada e foi lá e foi touchdown. Caramba, esse jogo promete terminar com pelo menos uns 50 pontos dos dois times. De 60 não passa, eu acho. De 70 acho que não passa. Inclusive aqui eu vou adicionar o time que mais pontuou e o que menor pontuou. Eu vou adicionando aqui. É só o time que tá perdendo, que é o Cincinnati Bengals, um spoiler. O Cincinnati Bengals, que é o time que tá perdendo, em 2 quartos fez mais pontos que o New York Jets, que ganhou contra o Cowboys jogo passado, né? Fez 1 ponto a mais, né? O Jets ganhou de 27-19 do Jets. E o Bengals mesmo perdendo e ainda nem começou o terceiro quarto, começou, mas nem sequer rolou um segundo. Já passou dessa marca e tá perdendo ainda. E fez 28 pontos. O Carolina Panthers, o time que mais pontuou na rodada foi o Miami Dolphins no momento, né? O que mais está pontuando é o Miami Dolphins com 41 pontos. O time que menos pontuou tá sendo o Cowboys com 19. E nesse jogo, o Carolina Panthers talvez passa, até talvez o Bengals passe o Carolina Panthers, né? Até talvez o Bengals passe o Carolina Panthers. Vamos lá, first down.
Found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive.
Pronto, aqui já botei.
Execution.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Vamos lá, corrida não é muito boa. Segunda para 7, pronto. Tá botando aqueles negócios lá. Vamos lá. Segunda para 7 aí do Carolina Panthers. Já se passou 1 minuto do terceiro quarto. Vamos lá. Bryce Young, o passe first down. Bryce Young, 303 jardas, 5 touchdowns, cara. 5 touchdowns. Cara, 5 touchdowns. Cara, no episódio, na parte 1 também a torcida gritou isso daí. Eu não. Tá, jogada de corrida é bem mais provável que o time não ganhe muitas jardas ou nem consiga jardas, né? Em corrida, porque nos passe tá conseguindo um monte de jarda. Tentou corrida aí o time do Carolina Panthers, não conseguiu muitas jardas. Na verdade não conseguiu nenhuma jarda, nem perdeu jarda. Só ficou no 0. O passe, terceira polegadas. E não foi first down ainda. Cara, se o Carolina Panthers não conseguiu first down agora, e que provavelmente vai conseguir, vai tentar a quarta descida, sem dúvida nenhuma, vai tentar a quarta descida. Talvez no touch push ainda. Mas, pelo amor de... Não, cadê a defesa do bagulho do Cincinnati Bengals também? Deixa eu ver as opções aqui. Settings, CPU skill. Cara, eu tenho que aumentar o combate da CPU. Dá não, cara. Tem que aumentar o combate. É, gente, depois eu aumento o combate. Vamos lá, já tô no campo de ataque, o Carolina Panthers. Faz um bom tempo aqui.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Tá, o Carolina Panthers vai, se não for interceptado também, vai ou fazer o touchdown ou fazer o field goal. Erra o passe aí o Bryce Young. Cara, quanta jogada de passe que os times estão querendo dar. Cara, tem que ter um pouquinho mais de jogada de corrida, cara. Sanders perdeu uma jarda. Então chega pra 11. É, tem que tentar um passe longo aí o Bryce Young. Vamos lá, esse ataque aqui do Carolina Panthers já tá durando 3 minutos e meio. Vai durar no mínimo 4 minutos. Não consegue first down, vai pro field goal aí. Eu acho que é o primeiro field goal o primeiro field goal que vai acontecer na partida. Os primeiros pontos de field goal que vai acontecer na partida vai ser agora. Gente, depois eu vou fazer um teste com combate da CPU e também pra defesa marcar um pouquinho melhor assim. Consegue converter o field goal. A defesa só um pouquinho melhor na hora do passe, marcar melhor, né? Tem que marcar melhor essa defesa aí. É de Pinheiro aí. Primeiro field goal que ele chuta na partida. Tá, durou 4 minutos e 4 segundos. Essa campanha do Carolina Panthers. E foi pra field goal ainda, né? Suposto touchdown ia durar pelo menos quase 6 minutos. Essa campanha ia durar quase 6 minutos, mais ou menos. Era pro Carolina Panthers ter 30... não, 30... Não, ó, tava 28 a 28. Era pra ter com 31 pontos. Se não fosse aquele touchdown bem no finalzinho bem no final do segundo quarto, né? Tinha estourado o cronômetro, pelo amor de Deus. Aquela defesa pipocou aquela bola. Aí sobrou na mão do cara lá. Pronto, fez o touchdown. E tinha ninguém ali atrás marcando. Jardas totais do Carolina Panthers 367, eu acho. E do Cincinnati Bengals 350. Vai tentar jogada de passe aí. O Browning, o passe. Conseguiu first down. Bem no limite aí do first down. Caraca, mano, 355 jardas passadas do Carolina Panthers. Só 5 corridas apareceu lá. Não apareceu jardas corridas, né? Caraca, jardas passadas do Cincinnati Bengals 355. Eita, preula. Segunda pra 2, já tá quase no campo de ataque aqui o Cincinnati Bengals. Quase no campo de ataque. Joe Mixon com a recepção. O Luva aí. Vamos lá, esse passou 5 minutos do terceiro quarto. 20 minutos pra acabar o jogo, mas vai durar mais também, né? Tem parado essas coisas. Joe Mixon, 4 corridas e 6 jardas, né? Tá indo bem melhor nas corridas aí o Cincinnati Bengals do que o Carolina Panthers. Vamos lá.
A lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard.
Vamos lá.
To the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now Browning.
Que passe é esse também? Passe estranho do Browning.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Tá, mas ainda não tá em linha de field goal não, né? Tá em field goal? Acho que não. 51 jardas. Não, acho que é field goal sim. Não, field goal sim. O passe. Touchdown! Cincinnati Bengals. Pelo amor de Deus, que defesa lixosa dos times. Que defesa muito ruim, cara. De Jamar Chase. Que defesa horrorosa dos dois times. Defesa horrorosa, galera. Tem que falar de verdade mesmo. Defesa horrorosa nesse jogo dos dois times. Defesa não está dando resultados. Quase todas as campanhas que eles tiveram aqui foram touchdown. A última o primeiro field goal do jogo foi só no terceiro quarto. O primeiro field goal do jogo, né? Se eu não me engano, né? Eu não lembro. Que eu fiquei um tempinho de fora. Vamos lá, Bank of America aí. Tá recebendo um bom jogo aí. O McPherson aí, tá preparado. Vamos lá, vai logo. Vamos logo. Finalmente, kickoff. E tá valendo novamente. Vai pro retorno aí. É, 20 alguma coisa de jardas. 25 jardas no grupo de defesa. É, essa jardas também que ele tem de zone e eu consegui esse mesmo número de jardas.
Panthers taking the field once again. And I know that they've double teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing is
vamos lá. Vamos ver, pelo menos eu tô torcendo pra a defesa melhorar dos times aí, né? Defesa melhorar. Tô torcendo. Tô torcendo que pelo menos até o fim do terceiro quarto os times só façam, pelo menos os dois times façam um field goal pelo menos, né?
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front.
A segunda para 12.
All that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Cara, a defesa dos dois times estão péssimas. Depois eu vou fazer um teste, o passe, caraca, quase se livrou dos tackles aí. Cara, o combate da CPU ou eu deixo no 65 ou eu deixo no 70 o combate. Esse combate da CPU tá muito ruim.
Like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to
lá,
have.
Bryce Young. Passe! Foi completo. Achei que foi fama, mas não, foi completo. Vamos aqui pro punch do Carolina Panthers. Acho que o primeiro punch da partida que também o time não consegue force down. Vamos lá. É, acho que vai acabar na linha de mais ou menos 30, 35 jardas no campo de defesa do Carolina Panthers. Não, do Cincinnati Bengals. Não. 27 jardas. Não, 20. Que 20? Cara, tá confundindo. 22 jardas no campo de defesa do Bengals. É, mas essa bola, você deixa essa bola no chão e aqui cai e ia voltar pra trás. Aí também, né?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen.
Vamos lá. A afta, né, que eu falei também. É, já deu pra perceber a afta, né, que eu falei na parte 1. Eu percebi a afta, tá? Vai o rancho da boca, cara. É horrível ter afta, galera. Se você nunca teve afta, ou se você teve afta quando era, sei lá, bebê, ou quando você tinha 5 anos, a afta no, se eu não me engano, na minha afta que mais durou 1 semana e meia, na verdade, mais ou menos. First down, injury, timeout, já passamos do terceiro quarto. Quem se machucou?
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
defensor do Cincinnati Bengals aí que tava sem capacete. Vamos lá.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Browning. Passe interceptado. Calma aí, galera, já volto.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Left side here to Sanders. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Young will set to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off play action. Browning. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Browning. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 30. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Browning. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Browning. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
McPherson's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. And we're back now in Charlotte. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Young. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Young now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Browning. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 40. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, Browning. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Young working out of the gun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game, because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Browning. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. They might want to mix something up defensively, because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And
now Young loses the football. It's stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, Browning got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. A handoff running left, Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Young from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
Do you want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. And by the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. Browning. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Young. Flushed out right. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And some room to roam now.
But it looks like one of the DBs.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Young to throw it. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. And now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now, like, congratulations. Well, why isn't it me?
Well, so far, it's been all about him. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Browning. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Browning. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
1st down, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here is Young. Oh, no, he lost the football. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Throwing, Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception, almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown.
Olha aqui, touchdown do
And the Panthers have broken this deadlock
Carolina
and have
Panthers.
taken the lead
Vocês estão ouvindo o barulho
in the fourth.
de me machucando, deu mastigando, mas
Down near the goal line. Give it to him.
agora acabando aqui.
They went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. All they're doing
Vamos lá.
is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Vamos lá. O Carolina Panthers podia ter feito tentado a conversão de 2 pontos, porque o Bengals, se fizer o touchdown também, vai precisar da conversão de 2 pontos. Mas também se não desse certo, o Bengals só ia precisar de touchdown e o extra point. Aí acho que o Carolina Panthers tentou ser mais seguro.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Bengals down by 7, a minute 40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he does.
E também, o Carolina Panthers só fez o touchdown
He needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
por causa da interceptação lá. Que interceptação, pelo amor de Deus, cara. Então um passe com o cara perto, o cara no time adversário pertinho de tu, cara. Vamos lá, vocês estão aqui Bengals precisando aí de um touchdown. Chega desse longo aí.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Vamos lá, o passe quase incompleto. Tá, vai tentar corte descida, que tem que tentar obrigatoriamente, né? Se quer empatar o jogo até virar, precisa, né? Vamos lá, 10 jardas. Já vou ter que botar aqui o Carolina Panthers ganhar o passe incompleto. O Carolina Panthers ganha o jogo. Vou botar aqui. Carolina Panthers dá a grande vitória aqui. Panthers 1/0. Bengals 0/1. Vai acabar o jogo aqui. Timeout, mas não estou de nada.
To imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Calma aí. Pronto. Tá, agora. Quando faltar 1 minuto para acabar o jogo, já vai ajoelhar aí, né? Já vão ajoelhar. Tá, o Bengals vai terminar com 48. Isso daí já é certo. Calma aí. Tá. O Bengals aqui, 40. Pelo amor de Deus, cara. Muito ponto, cara. Vou tentar fazer uns testes aqui pra melhorar a defesa dos times. Tá, pra melhorar a defesa e melhorar melhorar a defesa, marcar melhor também, né? Teve alguns passes lá que o cara tava livre.